Democratic Congressman Scott Murphy and his Republican challenger Chris Gibson taking part in a debate tonight just 2 weeks before Election Day. Kumi Tucker was there. She joins us live in the studio with more. Hi, Kumi.
Hi, Jessica. Tonight's event made it clear just where the candidates do not see eye to eye. Supporters of both sides gathered outside Queensbury High School, and inside, the auditorium was packed. Candidates answered questions about topics from Social Security to the war in Afghanistan. One big issue was the economy, bringing in jobs and businesses.
Lower the taxes if you're here and raise them if you want to move overseas. That's a common sense solution. My opponent disagrees. He signed a pledge to protect every single special interest tax break that's out there, and so he's opposed to raising taxes even on companies that are shipping jobs overseas. That's a key difference between us in this race.
And I will tell you, Scott, you talk about this pledge, you got it all wrong. What the pledge says is that I'm not going to go for higher marginal tax rates. It doesn't say anything about opening and closing tax credits. I will tell you that right now is not the time to raise taxes.
Democratic Congressman Scott Murphy is a Glens Falls businessman. Republican Chris Gibson, who was an Army colonel, grew up in Kinderhook.
But I'll stand up to Mr. Gibson and the folks that say we can't raise taxes on companies that are shipping jobs overseas. Yes, we can. We need to, because we need to make it a little harder for companies to ship jobs overseas.
And as far as shipping jobs overseas, you put that ad up there. I'll tell you, Scott, the only thing I've shipped overseas in the last decade has been myself and my paratroopers to fight for your freedom.
At the end, they turned up the heat.
And Chris, I think you should reconsider that position like you did your position on the small business bill and come out with me in favor of making it a little bit easier for our companies to invest here.
He said he was a fiscal conservative, but he didn't represent us that way in Washington, D.C. He sided with Speaker Pelosi. He flip-flopped on that health care bill. It's ironic he called me flip-flop.
It was a very vocal crowd tonight, and both candidates said they were pleased to see such a big turnout. Jim?